Victor Wembanyama is already breaking defensive metrics we didn't even know existed, but here is the terrifying part. He says he is, quote, nowhere near his peak.
Yeah, and you really want to stick around for this one, because by the end of this deep dive, we're breaking down a terrifying new defensive strategy.
Right, the solar eclipse.
Exactly, something from the Spurs coaching staff that might actually just ruin the rest of the NBA.
But before we get into all the post-game reports and the tracking data, we want to hear from you. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and drop a comment below.
Let us know who you have winning the West this year. We want your predictions.
Definitely. Okay, so let's unpack this breaking news from Friday, February 20th, 2026. The San Antonio Spurs didn't just beat the Phoenix Suns, they absolutely decimated them.
121-94.
Yeah, and they did it in style, playing at the Moody Center in Austin, Texas.
It was a massive statement game, no question. I mean, the reporting from Yahoo Sports described Wembanyama's impact coming out of the All-Star break as a typhoon.
A typhoon. That's a strong word.
But it fits perfectly, you know? It arrives with this crazy ferocity and velocity, and in seconds, the whole landscape changes. The epicenter of that storm is Wembanyama's gravity.
That gravity analogy is spot on. There was this one specific sequence early in the second half that just completely illustrates it.
Oh, on the left wing?
Yes. Wemby'S just standing there on the left wing, and he literally draws two Suns defenders just by standing there.
Right.
So he feeds Stephon Castle for a wide-open three, and then immediately starts directing traffic on defense.
And then sprints right back on offense.
Walks into a trailing three and drains it. Then he hits the hook'em horn celebration, which was just great theater.
It really was. But that sequence is exactly what Coach Mitch Johnson meant when he talked about Wemby setting the table. When you have that kind of gravitational pull, you make life incredibly easy for guys like Castle and De'Aaron Fox.
Fox has been huge since his All-Star nod, by the way.
Absolutely huge. Wemby's presence forces the defense to make impossible choices.
But if we look at the source material from Cleaning the Glass, the real story wasn't the points he scored. It's the points the Suns didn't even try to score.
Precisely. We have to look at what doesn't happen when he's on the floor. According to the tracking data, when Wembanyama is in the game, opponents take 6% fewer shots at the rim.
6%.
Which puts him in the 98th percentile for impact.
Right, and 6% might sound small if you're a casual fan, but in the NBA economy, that is massive. He is single-handedly erasing the most efficient shot in basketball, the layup, just by existing.
He's entirely altering the geometry of the court. Opponents are just terrified to go inside, so they settle for inefficient shots.
They're shooting 11% worse on long twos.
And 6% worse on short twos. He currently leads the league with 106 total blocks, averaging 2.7 a game, but the shots that aren't taken are almost more valuable.
It's basically psychological warfare. And this is coming at such a crucial time. The Spurs are sitting at 39-16 now.
Right, which puts them just 2.5 games behind the defending champion Oklahoma City Thunder.
You really have to compare this to last year to get the full context. His season got cut short by that deep vein thrombosis scare.
Yeah, that was tough.
But this year, he's healthy, the team is healthy, and the whole narrative has shifted from development to pure expectations.
Wembanyama actually had a great quote about this shift. He said, "We're fighting for something." He talked about striving to make his younger self proud, saying if his childhood self saw him playing soft, he wouldn't be proud at all.
So we have a motivated, healthy phenom leading a team that's actively hunting the #1 seed. Which brings us to the solar eclipse.
I have been waiting to get to this.
Coach Mitch Johnson admitted he's obsessed with pairing Wembanyama with reserve center Luke Cornett. They call it the solar eclipse. But how does that actually work tactically?
It's not just about having two 7-footers blotting out the sun. The actual mechanic is brilliant. It allows Cornett to anchor the paint in a deep drop coverage, and that frees Wembanyama up to roam as a massive free safety. He can gamble in passing lanes and chase shooters off the three-point line without worrying about leaving the rim unprotected.
So you basically delete the paint entirely for the opposing offense.
Exactly.
That is terrifying. Wembanyama is already ranking in the 100th percentile in virtually every defensive metric, and then he drops this line where he says he's nowhere near his peak.
It definitely feels like the window is closing for everyone else in the league.
It's a chilling thought.
Yeah.
So here's the question we want to leave you with today. If Wembanyama is already in the 100th percentile for defense and he truly hasn't reached his athletic peak yet, is the rest of the NBA already playing for second place?
I think we might find out much sooner than we think.
Thanks for diving in with us. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more updates as we watch this typhoon take over the league. We'll catch you on the next deep dive.